Before I tell you how it is to get punched in the face, or how it is to fight your first boxing match, let me tell you the story of this sweet innocent kid that started fighting. So this is me at 16 years old. I was a child who grew up with dreams, imaginations and movies. And soon I became obsessed with fighting scenes like Kung Fu Panda, the Karate Kid. So cool, I became obsessed with them. Those movies inspired me, they sparked a fire inside of me. So at one point I quit soccer and started looking for a fighting sport. And if you grow up in the Netherlands, there is literally one option: kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
All Dutch fighters, they dominated that sport for years.
There's so many guys that have come out of Holland. Just a sea of killers. Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah. Everything's to hurt you.
Yeah.
Nothing's soft. Everything's a regular animal.
It is known for relentless pressure, hard sparring and like a really rough culture. And this is the part where it actually gets pretty fucking sad. I mean, I was a 14-year-old kid that really looking forward to his first class. And every time I went, it was a disappointment. Every time I went, I had like an injury. Every time I came back, I was disappointed because there was no movement, no dodging of the punches like the movies. And all the guys were so much older than me and were beating me up. Looking back on it, it wasn't really ethical what always happened there. But at some point I just realized like maybe you have to be really strong, like big muscles to fight. And eventually I got really angry. I quit. So a couple of years later, I'm 19 and I didn't sport at all. Doing literally nothing, living like a teenager, scrolling all day on YouTube. I start looking on this YouTube channel and I see this documentary about Mike Tyson. It is the first time that I hear about him. And I was so amazed by what I saw. He did everything that I wanted as a kid, like the ninja movement, the dodging of punches, the countering. At one point I'm just thinking like, I'm giving this boxing thing a try. Let's try boxing. I really remember the first time I went, I was so nervous. I was so nervous sitting in the car, still asking myself the question why I'm even giving this a shot, why I'm even doing this. And eventually I walked in and I saw nothing else but medals, trophies, photos of the whole history of the club. And it turns out it was the best boxing gym of the whole Netherlands. I mean, there were elite fighters, all Dutch champs, even Olympic medalists came from that sport. And it was all because two of the trainers, they were at the elite level from the Netherlands. They even trained the Olympic team. So from the first day I went, I became obsessed with it. And I start training every day. Man, I enjoyed it. And 10 months later, I already had my first fight with him. And we really prepared well. I mean, I'm a tall guy on my weight class, so we always fought like on reach, make sure the distance was okay for my reach. So I'm stepping in this ring And my opponent is the most tall man I've ever seen. I'm like, how are you even my weight class? So all that I trained for to fight with my reach, it was useless. He was so tall. To be honest, I don't think I even hit my opponent in the first round. I mean, he was like so far away, and he hit me with a couple decent shots. So I'm sitting in the chair, my first fight, and my coach said, "Hey Lucas, focus. I saw something. When you pressure him, he finds it really hard to exit on the right. We push him to that side, and we make this fight happen in our distance." So that gave me so much confidence. I'm stepping up, hear the second bell go, and I just knew like I'm going all in. So eventually my hands got racing and I'm so happy. Here's a picture of me and my trainers and my training partners after the fight, and that's one of my best pictures that I have, because every time I look at it, it makes me so happy. So 1 month later I have my second fight. So I'm going on this Wednesday evening to Germany and all my friends came over, and that put so much pressure on me. I really wanted to win in front of them. It kind of got in my head, what if I don't win? Loser. It puts so much pressure on me that even in the dressing room I was just thinking like, what am I doing here? Why am I even want to do this? I have to quit right now. It really put me in a bad place mentally. So the fight starts and I'm putting some pressure on him, getting some respect.
Hier, puntje.
Looking back on it, I definitely won that first round, but I'm sitting in the chair between the rounds and I'm only thinking like, oh man, you're such a loser. All your friends saw you lose that first round. You can't win this fight. So the second round starts and we start pretty even. And at some point the referee calls say stop because we're close to the ring. And he hits me again and my nose breaks. It all blood comes out and I'm full of blood and I'm only thinking like, Lucas, you lost the first round, bleeding everywhere. You were such a loser. So that got in my head and I pushed through. I lose my focus because of this and I become a little more reckless and he hits me really hard. And I get a standing 8 count, the first standing 8 count that I ever got. And I'm only thinking, look, you lost that first round, bleeding, and you get a standing 8 count. You lose this round too. You're such a loser and all your friends are watching. I put so much pressure on myself that I didn't even want to be there. And I didn't tell my trainer because I was a little bit ashamed of all these thoughts that I had. So in reality it was 1-1 in terms of rounds, but in mentally I was already down by 2. The third round I definitely could have won that, but I didn't want to be there anymore and I lost that round and I felt so bad and I even thought like I should quit boxing. So my third fight comes up and it's again in Germany. No one came watching. I didn't want that at all because I was super scared that the voices were coming up again. But I felt okay. I thought like, hey, I'm looking forward to this fight. Stepping in the ring and my opponent comes in. And it's the same guy that I already beat in my first fight. And man, he wanted to get revenge. Wow, he was so dedicated and focused on beating me. In the first 10 seconds he hit me so hard that I get a standing 8 count in the first 10 seconds. And immediately all the voices comes up. You're so bad. You can't beat this guy. He's so much better. Oh, Lucas, look at this. Standing 8 count, 10 seconds. So I'm pushed through. I don't really hit him again, just like the first fight actually. And in the end of the round he hits me again really hard and I get the standing 8 counts and I'm wobbling everywhere. See, everything's spinning. 2 times a standing 8 count. You're gonna lose. Lucas, you're gonna lose. You get a 2 times standing 8 count. You can't win. I'm sitting in the chair and I feel so bad. And then by the moment I hear the bell, I had to get up and I'm thinking like, fuck it. I'm just gonna push through, say no to all these voices and I'm gonna win from this guy.
We danced in the moonlight, held hands in the park. We strolled by the river and kissed in the dark. I've never had the glow I feel tonight. It's a miracle moment of love.
Eventually I win this fight, but I can't remember. The only thing that I can remember is that I said no to all those voices and I've never heard them again. I'm super proud and super proud on what this journey brought me. I mean, I really overcome this mental battle. But after this fight I quit boxing. It's just not healthy for me. It's not healthy for my brain to, that I can't remember any rounds. And in the second round of my second fight I also broke my nose. There was so much blood and the doctor said there's something swollen up inside and now I can only breathe 30% to my nose. That's just not worth it for me. I love this journey and I love boxing, but I don't want to do this again. I'm really happy what boxing brought to me and I hope that this story can inspire so many people to enjoy boxing because it is a really beautiful sport. Like and subscribe. I'm moving to New York. In the next video you see why. If you live in the Netherlands and you really would like to box full contact, you can go to my gym, ABCC Apeldoorn. And if you don't like full contact, you can also do it in Apeldoorn in the Centrum at the box. If you enjoyed this video, I would really like if you like it and subscribe it. It would give me a super nice feeling. Peace!